Hello and welcome to the debate. This Saturday, the 27th, if I'm not mistaken, the 28th, sorry, of June 2025. And my name is Sommerfields, and good to have each and every one of us here. And good to have this show once more this weekend. This is our fourth episode, if I'm not mistaken, as well. Fourth episode of the debate. Uh, we are going to talk about the war, the internal war that has taken place in River State and the peace that have also come into the state. For today, we are going to debate on this issue, and for me, I titled it "The Feud Between Wike and Fubara, or Fubara and Wike, Who Gained and Who Lost." And so we are going to look at the losers and the winners. So I just want you to kindly like, share this video, subscribe as well, and hit the notification bell as we continue to debate issues concerning Nigeria and the Nigerian people, wide and large. Thank you so much for being part of it, and thank you so much for being in the show. So let's dive into for me. Let's dive into the show quickly. Uh, Sorry. So let's dive into the show quickly and let's see what we have at the end of the day. Just hold on. So let's dive into the show quickly. So if you have your comments, if you want to share any other discipline, please kindly do it on the show. And let's go. Let's go. So let's listen to what Wiki has been saying with regards to the peace that have come into River State. Then let's add this one.
Want to give God the glory that today is the 26th of June 2025. That peace has finally returned to the state. We all agreed to work together with the governor, and the governor also agreed to work together with all of us who are members of the same political family. Yes, just like humans, you will have disagreements, and then you also have a time to also settle your disagreement, and that has been finally concluded today, and we have come to report to Mr. President that is what we have agreed. So for me, everything is over, and enjoy all everybody who believe to work with us to also work together with everybody. That there's no more ceremony, there's nothing to say we are disagreed. We have all agreed on everything. So we thank God. For me, it's a day we have to thank Almighty God.
For me, it's very important that this day has come to be. What we need for the progress of River State is peace. And by the special grace of God this night, with the help of Mr. President and the agreement of the leaders of the state, including our leader, peace has returned in River State. We'll do everything within our power to make sure that we sustain it this time around. Thank you.
Has peace actually come to River State? Can this be sustained according to Fubara? Who are the winners? Who are the losers? And of this so-called peace deal at the end of the day? Some we some texts are flying into the are flying in the internet because we saw, I think, the cable break down some certain texts, uh, conditions that were given to Fubara by the president and by Nyesom Wike. Those conditions were given to Fubara. I'll read that one out in the show. And for me, I just want us to analyze who are the winners and who are the losers of this. So we have to look at the winners and losers of this charade. At the end of the day, who are the winners, who are the losers? It will come to bear. We'll find out. So let's see. For me, let's do this analysis together. and at the end of the day, you make your conclusions if I'm right or if I'm wrong. Because for me, I'm looking at all that was said at the end of the day, and for you, I don't know what you're looking, what you'll be looking at, but just follow my analysis. We've listened to Wike, we've listened to Fubara. Peace have actually come to River State, but my question is that has peace actually come to River State? Have the parties agreed to work with each other? Is there a threat of impeachment from the State Assembly? Uh, does Fubara have control of the state? Does he has control of the state? So those are the questions that we will be answering or will really look at. So send me your comments quickly. If you have your comments, as you watch me, send me your comment. Don't be shy. Put in your comment out there and let's hit the road running all together. So let's hit the road running together and let's see where we are. Let me see. Okay, sorry. Let's see where we are this morning. So okay, let's go. Let's look at what I just put down. I said I titled this here. Here are who gain and here are the gainers and the lost and the losers from the Wike Fubara peace agreement. Now let's go to the main winners. The main winners, number one is Nyesom Wike. He regained influence in River State despite moving to FCT. Commissioners loyal to him are reinstated. The pro-Wike lawmakers return to power, especially he re-established control over the state political structure. That's one. Number two is pro-Wike lawmakers and commissioners. Their seats and their role are restored, along with salaries and allowances. They secure dominance in the assembly and stronger sway over governance. So that is two. For me, I think that is it. Then the final person that have gained is President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the APC. Celebrate a short-term political win by brokering a deal. They maintain stability and strong footing in a key oil-rich state. So it's all about money for the president. Then let's go back. Let's look at the losers now. For the losers, first and foremost, which I agree with, is Governor Fubara. Loses much of his leverage, forced to represent budget, withdraw court actions, and accept legislature that overwhelmingly oppose him. Analysts warn this is more of a trap than a true peace. I agree with this analyst. To be frank, if you agree with me, put your hands up. Let's move on. Democracy and institutions integrity. Civilians, legal scholars, and civic groups see a blow to constitutional norms, arguing the agreement subvert democratic process. If you agree with me, I think if you agree with me, fine and good. If you don't agree with me, let's. The people of River State are the big losers. If you look at the people of River State, the residents worry that the turmoil sideline development and undermine effective governance. Many feels they are being used as pawn in political game, which for me this is what it is. The people are being used as pawn. We'll come back to this. So, do you agree with me with this analysis? With this analysis we just had that the winners now are number one, Wike. Number two, the State Assembly and the commissioners. Number three are Tinubu and APC. Do you also agree with me or disagree with me that the losers are number one, Fubara, because he has lost all leverage in terms of where he will go to? Maybe he will find something at the end of the day. Number two is democracy and institutional integrity. Democracy for me is dead with this whole decision. It means that there is this so-called godfatherism, this so-called father and son in politics now. if you are in politics, somebody brings you in, instead of the person to move on, the person no go move on. The person go sit there where he did to continue to influence you. And then the third person, in terms of the main losers, are the people of River State, because democracy development have been truncated because of this whole barrage of issues left, right, center. That is that for that. We'll come back to all that. So if you agree with me that these are the three winners from the Wike side, from the Wike side. Wike, the state house of the state legislatures and the commissioners, and finally President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the APC. Then the losers are Fubara, democracy, and the people of River State. So this is where we are. This is where we find ourselves, and it's a pity that things like this are happening in River State, and and the people are suffering. The people have nowhere to go to. The people are looking for strength. They are looking for everything that they could get. Please kindly subscribe, hit the notification bell, hit the like button as we continue to watch and send out key interests to see if we can get something get really out. So if you are here with us, please kindly subscribe, hit the notification bell, hit the like button, and let's hit the road running. For me, it's something that we can really look at. So the pro Wiki lawmakers are there. Who else is also there? If you look at the images, they are all just few people. Okay, let's move on. Let's look at the voices of the people that have been talking since then. The voice from analysts and the public. Sam Amadi, Arise News. The first casualty is constitutional governance. The state is given back to Wiki, and that is it, whether you like it or not. Secondly, Shehu Sani, former senator from Kaduna State, they are called to remove the knife from the neck of Sim and set it behind him, set it behind his back. Buy time for another round of war. Yes, possibly might be another round of war. Then Nigerians in social media, battle between the governor and the godfather got red hot. Tinubu stepped in and declared a state of emergency. But now we are seeing peace. Then another Reddit comment said, if a minister Wike can't override a state governor, Fubara shouldn't give any room for weakness. So, but he has given room for weakness at the moment. So let's look at we are here. Let's look at now. Stakeholders, Wike and his allies, strong gain with state control to the government and the assembly. Fubara lose of autonomy, his agenda dilutes by the new legislative and political opposition. Tinubu and APC, strong short-term stability achieved, but democratic integrity question risks future issues. Then democracy and judiciary undermined, deal seen an executive override and institutional weakness. Then the Rivers people, governance stall, long-term development, and this is where we find ourselves. So I don't know. For me, how do we go about this whole saga, this whole political issues that we have in River State? How do we go about it, guys? So let me know if you're here watching us live on Ponder Nigeria. If you want to speak to us, we'll have the link down below. I know there are a few people watching us today. I don't know why, but it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. There are a few people watching us today. We've heard from Fubara. We've heard from Wike. Everybody has called for peace. Everybody has called for normalcy in the state. Everybody has called for governance. But how long will this peace last? That is the question. We've seen the beneficiaries of the deal. We've talked about it, and we've talked about who are the losers and who are the winners. So for me, if you want to have your say, let me send in the link. want to have your say, kindly have your say now. And let me send in the invitation link. So have your say and let's see what's gonna happen. Just have your say. See here. You show me. So who will be my first caller today for the show? My first ever caller for the show. Just click on the link. Who will be my first caller for the show? And let's see where it takes us to. Who will be my first caller for the show? So who will be my first caller? Who will be my first caller? The first caller. Who will be my first caller for this show today? Oh, nobody? Who will be our first caller for the show today? Peace have finally come to River State. So, what do you think about my analysis of who and who won at the end of the day? So, if you think Fubara won at the end of the day, please go in there and vote. If you think Wike won at the end of the day, go in there and vote. If you want to talk to us, if you want to make your analysis, please go in there and type in what you feel is or was a likely outcome of this whole saga at the end of the day. Kindly subscribe, kindly hit the notification bell, kindly hit the like button, and let's now. According to the cable news in Nigeria, it said Tinubu to reinstate Fubara. Here are the four conditions given to the governor. The four conditions given to Fubara to be reinstated. Number one, Fubara will be reinstated to complete his 4-year tenure, but will not for will, but must forego any plans to seek a second term in 2027. Let's see. Wike would be allowed to nominate all local government chairpersons across 23 local governments of the state. Fubara has also agreed to pay all outstanding allowances and entitlement owed to the 27 lawmakers, allowing loyal to Wike, who were suspended from the state assembly. In return, the lawmakers will not initiate any impeachment process against him. So those are the four conditions given by the governor, be given to uh, Fubara at the end of the day. Those four conditions are conditions that can be met, possibly. There are conditions that has to be seen, can be met. So call into the show and tell me what you think. I will give you the airways to speak. If you don't want to come into the show, then hit the like button, hit the notification bell, and send me your message on the chat feed. Who do you think has gotten the upper hand now between these two persons? Everybody will say it's Wike for sure. So, but do we really think that peace in River State can last? Do we think it can last? Just one vote yet. We need more people to come in and vote. Do we think the peace in River State will last with all this back and forth and every other thing that has been happening? Let me know. So, what is your take? The peace deal is here. Who are the winners and who are the losers? Everybody will go for Wike definitely, but are we seeing what we don't want to see? Are we seeing it? So, are we seeing it? Who are the winners and who are the losers in this thing? Wike definitely will claim victory. Fubara, I don't think so. I think he has to eat the humble pie at the end of the day. And those people that have been supporting him as well, where are they during this peace deal? Where were they? So let's see. Let's continue to have your say. Let's continue to talk about all these old issues in one voice in unison. Who had won? Who had benefited more from this deal? I think for me, Fubara has benefited less for this deal. He shows his weakness, his political inexperiency, his weaknesses. He exposed himself really at the beginning of this whole saga. And for me, he could have been quiet, quiet, calculative, and otherwise. But he showed himself, he showed his lack of experience, he shows that he can bring the gloves off when things are hot. He shows that he cannot sustain the punches from all sides. But this is where we are. This is what for me I think will be the norm going forward in River State. Wiki has the upper hand. He's going to get the selection of the next governor in the state. As somebody that will be loyal to him, whether that person will be loyal to him or not. We've seen Fubara as well. The the difference the difference will tell us if that person will be loyal to him. So kindly like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, hit the like button, and let me know what you think about this whole saga between Nyesom Wike and Fubara. The peace have finally come to the River State. But the question I also want to ask is that when will the governor be reinstated? When will the governor be reinstated? Those are the questions I really also want to ask. Because we see different kind of stories out there, different kind of stories, different kind of sources of stories out there. So when will the governor be reinstated? Those are the questions we need to ask going forward. We hope that we get answers pretty soon. When will the governor be reinstated? Wiki now has the upper hand. He now controls everything in the state. But whether he controls destiny or not, that's left to be seen. So okay, now has the upper hand. So does he control the destiny of the state? I think history is going to judge some people here. But the first person history is going to judge is President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for truncating democracy in River State, for bringing in laws that are not part of our governance here and keeping them for a long time. So this is where we are. Have your say. Have your say. Have your say. Peace has finally come to River State. Peace has finally come to. So, but for how long will the peace last? How long will it? Do we see peace like this really go on the long run? So let's see how long. Okay, we still have a few people online waiting for us. We still have people. The timing is not really good as well, but we have to try this timing. We have to try every time until we get the time. Maybe we can change the timing because it's too late now, but this is where we are. Okay, thank you. Okay, we didn't get our first caller today, and we are gradually coming towards the end of the show. Let me know in the comment section below who do you think is the winner, or if you think I'm wrong in what I've said with regards to the winners and losers of who will be the next chairman, or who will be the who sorry who will be not the chairman, who would be the who would take control of the entire state structure, politically and otherwise. Thank you so much for watching. Pondering Nigeria. I will see you in our next show, and I'll also see you every morning. Very soon we'll come back. We'll have our morning show on Pondering Nigeria. Thank you, and see you next time when you have a Very good too.